Hey guys, just a quick note before this video gets going. Just want to let you know there may be some audio issues in this video. I messed it up. I tried to fix it the best I could, but let's go ahead and hop into it. Guys, it's time to go to Town Hall 10. Let's go! Town Hall upgraded. We get these awesome new boosts. We get a hero boost plus 5 levels, which is awesome. Power boost, which means that our troops will be the new max for our laboratory. We'll get a resource boost for 5 days, and then we'll get an extra 4-time star boost, which is going to help us get going on our brand new Town Hall 10. I am so excited for this. This is such an awesome feature added to the game, especially when we're getting started on a brand new Town Hall level. We're going to be talking about how to get started at Town Hall 10, where you need to begin, what you should do first, and all of that great stuff. But before we do, guys, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on all those notifications. That way you don't miss any future uploads from this Town Hall 10 series. We're going to be doing Back to Basics Town Hall 10. We'll talk about a priority upgrade guide starting out here today. Then we'll do a lab guide. We'll talk about farming bases. We'll talk about war bases. And we'll talk about attack strategies. So before we get into this, let me go ahead and set up our progress base for Town Hall 10 so we can see what's new, see what we get, and get everything examined and set up properly for our new Town Hall 10. Alrighty guys, here we go with our brand new Town Hall 10 progress base. And yes, I will link this down there in the description so you guys can have it. I'll try to even remember to put it in the pinned comments. That way you guys can have a brand new Town Hall 10 progress base for yourself. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at what's going on here. So there's a few things we don't need to upgrade at Town Hall 10. All of our storages, they're upgraded. We don't need to upgrade those anymore. So we are at max capacity right now on that, with the exception of our clan castle. We'll talk about that in a moment. We also don't need to upgrade our air bombs that were existing. Level 4 is fine for those. Now, before we get into all this and explain why I have this laid out this way, I want to take a look at our new buildings before we go any further. Get this lovely special offer for Town Hall 10, and we will probably buy that, but not today, because it's not super important to drop those infernos down right away. You don't need to get that bow down right away. You need to worry about some other stuff right away, and that's what we're going to be talking about here today. So your infernos and expo do not need to go down right now. They can go down early, but not right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to build all the new stuff. We're going to build all of these walls. So we'll go ahead and we'll throw all the walls. Let's get them this way. 25 new wall segments. So we got to get all of these walls up, plus all of our existing walls up another level, going up to lava walls, which that's okay. We can make that happen. And then if we come back in here, we also have some new defenses. We got one more cannon, we got one more archer tower, we got one more bomb tower, and then the extra bow and the 2 infernos. Now, this is what makes Town Hall 10 unique and different, is the inferno towers. They're a lot harder to deal with, and we'll learn how to deal with them as the series progresses. But I'm going to go ahead and we're going to build this cannon. No problem there. We're going to throw that down there. We're going to throw it right in front of the line there. We're going to build that brand new archer tower. No big deal. We'll throw that down right here. And I even want to get this bomb tower down. But again, I might wait on that because 19 hours, I got higher priority stuff that I need to get down right now. We're a brand new Town Hall 10. We'll talk about why we're waiting on those things. But we can build our traps, because our traps, they're cheap, they're instant upgrades. Now, we did get those other air bombs that we don't need to upgrade, but we did get a brand new one that will need upgrading. So let's go ahead, let's get this stuff down. Get our brand new giant bomb down. Let's get that brand new skeleton trap down. Skeleton traps OP, by the way. Oh man, skeleton traps have made such an impact in the game recently. And then we'll finally get this last brand new air mine down and in. And then, like I said, we will get this other stuff down, the other defenses, the bomb tower, the 2 inferno towers, and the expo. Just not right now. This is not stuff that is urgent. This is also stuff that weighs a lot. A lot of people don't know about war weight and stuff, but since we're a brand new Town Hall 10, we don't want to just lay everything on all at once. We need to work on some upgrades. We need to get ready to be able to handle that. I'm not saying hold on and go full out 9.5. If you don't know what that is, good. You don't need to know what that is. But what I'm saying is we don't need to drop this stuff today. There's a lot more important upgrades to do today. Our first day, brand new Town Hall 10. There's a lot more important stuff. And remember, we got those brand new boosts that we could take advantage of. If we click on our Town Hall, remember, we get that star boost. So we're going to make sure we get our daily star bonus. But we also, when we went up to Town Hall 10, we were ready. We maxed out on loot. We got enough gold, enough elixir, enough dark elixir. I think we got some in here. I was maxed on Dark Elixir before I took that last defense. But let's talk about this layout. Why do I have my base laid out like this? This is called a progress base. If you don't know, when you max something for the Town Hall level, you move it over. That way you know you don't have to upgrade that anymore. All the storages, they're over near the Town Hall because we don't have to upgrade that anymore. Makes a lot of sense, right? Now, you got to be careful at Town Hall 10 because there's some things like the Wizard Tower, the Archer Towers, and the Cannons. They actually go up 2 levels at Town Hall 10. So the Cannons are going to go up to level 13, the Archer Tower is going to go up to 13, and the Wizard Tower is going to go up to level 9. So be aware of that. We also have all of our resources, our collectors, our mines, and our drills. We'll get those up as we go. Those are stuff we can get up really cheap and easy. So let's talk about this. What needs to go up right now? What is urgent? Now, for me personally, I don't have any hammers and I don't have any metals. However, I did save magic items from previous clan games and stuff because I knew I was getting ready. We got a book of building in there. We got a book of everything. We got a rune of elixir, rune of gold. We also have in our gold pass. Remember, we just bought that gold pass. We got another book of building. And some of these upgrades are going to kind of depend on what we have in here. We got wall rings. We got a lot of stuff in here that we can grab. Now, your laboratory needs to be up instantly. Like, once you go up, just drop that down. If you have any remaining upgrades, we maxed out 100%. Throw it in there before you drop your lab down. It'll work on it while the lab's going up. So what I want to do is I want to get that going up right now. I want that up as soon as possible because remember, we're going to get that the max new troops the 5 days as we go up, and I'll show you that. So right now our troops are level 6, our barbs are level 6, our giants are level 6, our dragons level 4, because we haven't finished our lab. But as soon as we finish our lab upgrade, and I think since it's days, I think what I'm gonna do, I have 2 books. Let me hours. I just want to look at the time on some of this. 4 days, 19 hours, 6 days. Okay, so yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll just spend our gems on this. You can save up gems, but check this out. So now that our laboratory is up, you can see that we get the boosted effect on our troops and our spells. They're going to be the max level for those 5 days. That's going to allow us to compete. We can actually leave Snapdrags. So that's going to allow us to compete in war at Town Hall 10. And remember, we get that boosted hero levels for 5 levels as well. So we almost we're like halfway to Max King and Max Queen for 5 days. That's just going to allow you to get the jump start. But I sincerely hope that you guys get that laboratory up. Now, the reason I gemmed that is because the spell factory takes a little bit more time, but the spell factory you cannot be without. In my opinion, if you have a book of building, if you have gems saved up, it needs to go to your spell factory. This is something you need to get down, get upgraded right away, because the spell factory is going to be really important because we're going to get 2 more spell space. We're going to be able to bring a full rage, a full heal, 2 more lightnings, 2 more freezes, a lightning and a poison. We're going to be able to bring 2 more spell space, which is huge. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to upgrade that. Now be aware, when you upgrade your spell factory, you cannot train regular spells. So that's going to hamper you. You got to be aware of that. And that's why I say use that book of building. You saved a book of building. If you saved a hammer, use it on that spell factory. I promise you guys, this is worth it. You want to do that because you don't want to be without spells. And kind of the same thing with the Dark Spell Factory. You don't want to be without that. But let's talk Clan Castle before we get into Dark Spell Factory. I think this is super important as well because we see the siege machine capacity of 1. We're going to be able to bring a siege machine now, a wall wrecker, a battle blimp, a stone slammer, a siege barracks. Siege barracks at Town Hall 10 is crazy. A blimp at Town Hall 10 is crazy. We'll talk about all those strategies as we get going, but you need to get this clan castle up, and that's what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to upgrade that. Let me grab that book of building from our gold pass, and that's why we saved up all this stuff, is so we would have it available. So we'll go ahead and we'll get that down, and there we go. Clan castle is up. That'll also give us 5 more space for defense and for offense, which is going to be really nice. And then this Dark Spell Factory doesn't necessarily need it to go up right away. This is something you can hold on to. Maybe you don't have another book. This is something you can just kind of wait on. But I don't like being without any of my spells at all. I always want to get my spells up, especially with one of my favorite attack strategies at Town Hall 10 is Zap Drags. So I want to make sure I have the Earthquake spells open and available just in case I decide to use those in war, because sometimes you're going to zap out lightning or air defenses with your lightning spells, but sometimes you'll zap out like clan castles. want to have those available. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get those guys going up. And since it's a 6-day upgrade, we'll go ahead and use that book of everything on it. And the reason we use that is because those are about the main 3 things that are super urgent. The laboratory, yeah, it needs to go up, but it also wasn't a long upgrade. So it's something we don't need to like, oh my goodness, I need it. You know, like it's something we can get up. That's not the end of the world. Now, let's talk about the other stuff on the base. We have our king and our queen over here. Get these guys going up as soon as possible because it's the same thing at Town Hall 9. You don't want to fall behind on your heroes, but you can start learning to walk a little bit at Town Hall. Especially if you didn't rush your queen, that queen's going to be able to walk a little bit better. You can start experimenting with stuff like hybrid and queen walk hogs, queen walk loons, even queen walk miners. One of my favorite attack strategies is going to be huge. So you're going to want to make sure you get those heroes up. I'm not going to be warring right away on this account. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop down our queen right now. There we go. We're going to get her going down, get that started. Our king, we want to get him up, but he can wait a little bit. We'll talk about the lab in the next episode. We're not doing the lab here today. We'll talk about the lab in the next episode, which I'm going to probably put out tomorrow. So you don't have to wait too long on it because we want to get some stuff going in the lab, but I'm going to record that right after this. We'll talk about that really soon. And then, like, if we take a look at this stuff, our barracks, we want to get these going up really soon because that's going to unlock miners. And miners are going to be one of the best farming attack strategies for Town Hall 10. And we want to take advantage of that as soon as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use a rune of elixir, which we should have in here. Yep, perfect. Awesome. I think we had that from the last clan games. Go ahead and use that. We'll pop that in there. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get 2 of these guys upgrading. That way we can get them going up and get our miners unlocked. Now, be aware when you do this, for training time on everything else is going to be a little bit slower. So we'll have half of our barracks up, and then what I like to do is I like to drop 1 barracks at a time after that. So I'm going to drop and get those miners up. And the reason we want to get the miners, it's an amazing farm strategy. Use it and use no dark elixir and get tons and tons. Now, the reason I'm not doing them all, I don't want to do them all at once because then I won't really be able to farm. But also, I want to upgrade our army camp. Army camps are going to be really huge at Town Hall 9 because this is going to give us 20 more camp space. We're going to go from 220 to 240. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab our loot that we have stashed away. Remember, we saved up a ton of loot in preparation for this. We're going to go ahead and drop down 1 army camp right there. What do we need for that? 4 million. I feel like we have some gold pass. That should give us, we need just a little bit more. I think we have a 500,000 in. This is why we bought this. Let's go ahead and grab that. And then we can go ahead and get this army camp down. And now we got all of our builders busy. We can go ahead and pop off and use those, builder potions. So those are training. Now we have a little bit of gold left over. And what I really should have done was upgrade these wall segments. But these are like the early steps for Town Hall 10. Get those heroes upgrading as soon as possible. You don't want to be without your heroes. Get these camps going up. Camps should be your #1 priority behind Bells, Clan Castle, and Laboratory. Get those army camps going up. That way you get the extra space and unlock those miners. Now, the rest of the stuff, Dark Barracks, Bowlers, you're going to use more for war. So Bowlers you want to unlock, but I prefer unlocking miners first because with the miners, we're going to be able to farm and war with them. But I think they're a little bit more important than the bowlers. The bowlers are going to be really good, don't get me wrong, and your clanmates will love you once you're able to donate bowlers. They can wait a little bit. I want to get all these barracks up. Like I said, we're going to do these 2. Once those are done, we'll drop 1 at a time to get all of our barracks upgraded. And then, like, whenever you're working on stuff, you can just drop down a collector, drop down a mine, drop down to the dark elixir drills. I think your dark elixir drills should go down pretty early. You get those down pretty early. That way you get dark elixir. But this stuff, like, you can get down early. Same with the, or get down, like, as you kind of work on it. Same with the trap. Now, traps are pretty cheap. You can get these down and kind of upgrade them as you go. Now, as far as defenses go, before I get those brand new defenses, those last 4 that we left, the 2 Inferno Towers, the Expo, and the Bomb Tower, those have a lot of weight. What we're going to do is we want to get our camps going up. We want to get our barracks up. We want to get our lab working. And we want to get our heroes working. And then once we have our camps up, once we drop that 4th camp, I think it's okay to go ahead and drop in that Inferno Tower, drop in those Expo. I guess both Inferno, right? Yeah, drop in both Inferno Tower, drop in the Expo, even that Bomb Tower, throw those guys in there. But before we do that, we gotta get our offense up first. Get our army camps going up, get those barracks up, even unlock our bowlers. then drop that stuff down. Again, we'll talk about the lab, but for now, what I'm gonna say the most important upgrade in the laboratory, if you force me to pick one right now, because we gotta wait. How long do we gotta wait? We gotta wait 3 days, 23 hours on the miners. I had to pick one right now. What would I use in war? Witches are really good. Bow witch is really good. But honestly, I think like you can get those miners up. That way you can have a farm strategy. I like getting dragons up. Actually, dragons might be my #1 priority. I've been using zap drags a ton at Town Hall 10. I think dragons, if I'm going to tell you to upgrade any one troop right now, it's going to be dragons. And we'll talk about the zap drags as we kind of go, but let's go ahead and commit to that. Dragons are going to be my #1 upgrade at Town Hall 10, and I'm going to save the rest of that for that lab video, which will come out tomorrow. We'll talk about lab priority, what you should organize, what you should get in there, and why. That should be out tomorrow for you guys. Remember, we got stuff in here. Grab. We got books of spells, we got all kinds of loot, we got some wall rings. Let me go ahead and just collect all this stuff I kind of just stashed away ready. Power potions are going to be huge. They're going to help us out once those 5 days run out. Runes of Builder Gold, Runes of Builder Elixir have 6 days. Really, that Rune of Gold, we can use that here shortly, but this is going to give us a jump start on Town Hall. So again, guys, what you want to do, get that laboratory. Even if you can't get it up with a book or a hammer, going up. Get that up as soon as possible. Use a book or a hammer on your spell factory. Get your clan castle going up right away. Use a book or hammer on your dark spell factory. I hate being without spells, guys. Get those up and try to book them or hammer them if you can. Don't neglect your heroes. Heroes are going to be a huge priority for me. And actually, what we can do, I guess we could book a hero there, free up the queen. Then we could just work on like these baby walls. We can use some of this gold that we have left over. Get these baby walls up a little bit. 3 million there. Oh yeah, that's look at that. We already get them up to level 8 right there, because you know we got a lot of other stuff going on. We can actually get another army camp down, or we could drop our queen. I'm trying to think here. I feel like because lab, I don't want to waste all my elixir. Lab, have another. Not over. That's okay. So I want to save that elixir. We'll talk about that in the next video. Lab elixir or the lab video. So maybe we just go ahead and drop our queen here. But before we do that, we could upgrade. Knock out like a chunk of these. Perfect. Upgrade that, and then we can pop off gold because we need to get that rune of gold from our pass before it expires. And we can just use this gold, which is, you know, kind of extra. Get walls kind of up a little bit. Get that up. And yeah, let's just go. Let's go all out. That way we have all matching walls. Kind of like the walls here. That. Nice. We got Builder Hall stuff. We do need to get just a little bit more. We got a book of fighting, book of spells. We'll talk about that. We got a little bit more to get our queen up. Let's see. Regular attack. Donate. We can make that stuff happen. Wait enough. No, that's a little bit of a waste. But there we go. We get all that stuff going up. Let's go ahead and drop our queen down right here. We'll get her going up to level 32. That's how important our queen. But there we go, guys. We're going to wrap it up there. New Town Hall 10 guide. Hopefully this will get you guys started. We'll do lab guide tomorrow. And then really in the short future, we'll talk about farming strategies. We'll talk about bases. We'll talk about war strategies. We'll talk about all of that. So make sure you guys sub. Have all those notifications on. Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. I'll have that progress-based link down there in the description. While you watch that whole video, here's another video that YouTube thinks you'll like. And here's a playlist of similar videos.